Hello everyone, I'm Jack and Wasp, and I am here with a video about the Xbox conference they just had. I know I'm a few days late, but kind of ended up getting a little bit of a headache, so I decided to kind of wait till most conferences were over and kind of start doing a little bit of coverage here. I also have brought this page up to kind of help me sort of go over and remember a little bit. I also took some little bit notes when I was watching it. So let's go ahead and go through here. And first, I have the Game Pass Ultimate. They did show that at the show. We did end up getting some more details about the PC version of the Xbox Game Pass. It's still called the Xbox Game Pass. It's on the PC, but there you go. So it's going to be $9.99 a month, $4.99 for right now if you want to start out for the first month, if I'm not mistaken. They are bundling it in with the Game Pass Ultimate, of course, and that for that one you would get the Xbox Live. You get Game Pass on the Xbox One, of course, and you also get the Xbox Game Pass on the PC. Pricing for it is the first one right now. You can get the first month for $1, but normally it's going to be about $14.99 a month. To me, we still got to see what they have as far as from the PC offerings on there, but it's actually a pretty good deal in general for me, especially for me in general, because I know I already have myself. I have the Game Pass on my Xbox One, and I have Xbox Live, of course. So essentially, you're just kind of bundling the PC version of it in for free. So that's in terms of something like that, it's a pretty good deal. But it depends on how much you would use it. It's good for me because I like trying games on the Game Pass, but it's also good for me in general because I myself have a series that I do and I have started just called Game Pass Gaming, where I do go through each Game Pass or some games on the Game Pass and kind of highlighting in each one, seeing if it's any good, what fun it might be and whatnot in general. So for me, it's still a pretty good deal. And they did say that it is currently in the beta right now. So I don't know exactly why it's in the beta, other than maybe they don't, they did say they don't have all the 100 games on there just yet. So that could be one of the reasons why it's just in the beta to kind of test it out for now. So we'll see. It is going to be officially launching later on this year, sometime in the fall somewhere. But they had something like that. They showed off the games that they did actually add to the Game Pass, and they have Metro Exodus, Arkham Knight. This is for the Xbox One. They added those. They also added Hollow Knight, if I'm not mistaken, and I started playing through that recently. Just downloaded it, and it's actually pretty fun. It's probably going to be the next one I'm going to do for my little series. But anyways, Metro to me is definitely the kind of the, I guess you could say, standout interesting one, because it's just launched it just came out really not even 4 months ago, and it's already on the Game Pass. So that's pretty cool. They ended up doing something like that it's a somewhat larger game in general that was back there. If I'm not mistaken, it's also on the PC version of the Game Pass. I could be wrong on that one, but if it is, then that's actually also pretty cool, because originally it was Epic Store exclusive. So if it is available on the PC, then somebody wants to check it out, and hey, there's a way you can do it there without actually going to the Epic Store from there. So one of the games going to the games now, they did show off Gears 5. By showing off, it was mainly just a trailer. They announced the Terminator coming to it, and the DLC skin somewhere in there, but it was mainly just a trailer. They announced a escape mode, which is you just kind of trying to stay ahead of looks like a deadly virus or infection type thing after infiltrating a hive, and then setting it off, you're just kind of escaping, getting out of there at that point. So it seems interesting, but that's about mainly what they showed. Just kind of announced that little mode there and had some more trailers for it. Me personally, I am somewhat looking forward to it, but at the same time, I kind of have to play catch up a little bit. I actually haven't played 4. Also, I actually haven't played 3 now that I think about it. I need to catch up on those. So it's also going to be, the Ultimate Edition of the game is also going to be included in the Game Pass Ultimate. You get that with the Ultimate version of the Game Pass. So you get to actually play it a few days early. They did actually come out with the release date being, let me see, look at my notes, sorry. It is going to be, where was it? In my notes, September 10th, there you go. September 10th is when it's coming out, and you get to play a few days early if you have the Game Pass Ultimate on there. So there you go. Another one they showed was Halo Infinite, and it was just mainly a trailer. They did mostly just trailers. There wasn't really a lot of gameplay during the conference, honestly. But they showed off a little bit of Halo Infinite. They did announce that it's actually going to be a cross-generation title, so it's actually going to launch with the Project Scarlet. And the way they kind of explain that is they're wanting to sort of. They did mention that the original Halo launched with the original Xbox. Those many years ago, the very first Halo. Launched with the original Xbox. They're kind of mirroring that a little bit with Halo Infinite launching with Scarlet. So it kind of give it a little bit of a boost, also boost of sales, and also they're wanting to kind of go a little bit of a different direction with this one. So we'll see how it goes and where it ends up being for there. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was also there. Of course, they just showed mainly showed a trailer for it. Again, I gave a little bit of my thoughts on that on my previous videos going over the E3 or the EA Play that they had. They did actually give us a release date of November 15th in this conference, though. So that's actually pretty cool. Like I say, it looks a little bit rough around the edges, but it also still looks kind of fun in general. Like what they're doing with the different powers and kind of the style of combat that they're going with it. So something I'm looking forward to with that one there. Down here, looks like they have just kind of a little overview of some of the other smaller games, or not exactly smaller games, but some of the other games they had there. Elden Ring was one. There was one I did actually announce or didn't really announce, but one I kind of guessed and kind of thought they would show at the Xbox conference. It was that, and Tales of Arise was within the leak that Bandai Namco had those few, almost a week ago now. And I did kind of guess that they would show up on the Xbox E3, and they actually did. They actually showed up on the President's Conference, although honestly that was sort of a bit of a safe guess, really, because it's really the only really major one that they would kind of show up on. So it was still pretty cool that they had those there. Cyberpunk 2077. It had a really good showing, actually. Basically, it was just a trailer, but at the end of the trailer, they did reveal that Keanu Reeves is actually going to be a character in the game. He's going to be actually one of a major character in the game that's going to kind of be with you. And it was actually pretty cool. They kind of announced they had him at the very end of the trailer, and then at the end of the trailer, he was also on stage. He came up to stage after the trailer was over, and it seemed like it was actually pretty cool. It seemed like he was having some fun up there. It wasn't a kind of most of the time when you get celebrity guests and whatnot, they're just kind of up there, just kind of announcing the game, say, hey, here's this game, this, that, and the other. But he was up there, he was enjoying himself. He just kind of, I don't know if they actually really had a script for him, but it almost seemed like he went off script a little bit there. So it was nice seeing him up there and him seeing, he was definitely sort of the highlight of the show. You'll hear a lot of people say that, and I actually agree with that. He was the highlight of the show there. Borderlands 3, they had another little trailer for it. They also announced and revealed, which we kind of heard some rumors and saw that a little bit, that there is going to be it is released now, a expansion sort of between 2 and 3 that kind of connects between the two of them a little bit, kind of ties them together. So that was there. They opened with Outer Worlds, actually. It seemed pretty cool. I had like a little bit of trailer. Did say it's going to be coming out with the Xbox Game Pass at launch. Bleeding Edge was that one that was by Ninja Theory. It was also leaked a few days ago as well. And I'm not really sure how I feel about this one, honestly. It seems like it's a melee kind of Overwatch type. It's only going to be 4v4 multiplayer, of course. So we'll see how it goes. It might be pretty fun. They are going to have an alpha. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it's this month. I can't remember, honestly, but they are going to have an alpha for it. So if you want to check it out there, it's what they have there. And then, so actually a surprise announcement for me is Forza Horizon 4 Lego Speed Champions. It's kind of a little mashup between Forza and Legos. It's pretty fun. It actually looks pretty fun. I did enjoy my time when I played Forza Horizon 4. It's just kind of a nice racing game. To me, it's a nice racing game for... I like the Horizon series because it seems like it's more of it's a celebration of cars. A celebration of just cars and just driving around, really. Just kind of exploring a world and going through races and that doing that way. So it's nice to see them having another little mashup, kind of like they did with the Hot Wheels with Forza Horizon 3, if I'm not mistaken. So kind of expanding on that and going to the Legos this time and having like another area to explore and kind of little brick houses and actual brick cars and that. So it looked pretty cool. So, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, they also announced something like that there. Minecraft Dungeons as well. State of Decay 2 has another expansion, is Heartland. And then there's also Crossfire X. I'm honestly not really sure what that is. It's apparently it's been on the PC for a very long time. I've never been too much in the PC space. I don't really know. I'm not sure why this is here, because FIFA definitely was not there, and neither was Madden. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, we did get another trailer for it. It actually looks pretty cool. It's another one where I haven't actually played the first one. It's all on the Game Pass, so I might actually check it out. So it was nice that they showed it. Dying Light 2 was also there, had a little bit of a trailer. They also announced Battletoads, officially announced Battletoads, and showing off what it looked like. It actually looked pretty cool. It had like kind of a cartoon aesthetic there. Microsoft Flight Simulator and Wasteland 3 as well was also shown. Had like a trailer for it. Modern Warfare definitely was not there. Ghost Recon was not there, if I'm not mistaken. Tales of Arise, that's another one, like I was mentioning earlier, that was talked about on the leaks. It was officially, it was on their stage, and they had a little trailer for it. It looked pretty cool. They also ended up revealing the name of that Dragon Ball Z. It was the Dragon Ball Z project. They had a little random trailer for a while back. Kind of an RPG. It's officially going to be called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, so that might be pretty cool. The only thing is, it's Dragon Ball Z, and we've done through those storylines so many times. This one looks like it's in Kakarot focuses mostly on Goku, and looks like it goes up to at least the Frieza saga, so we'll see how it goes there. Spiritfarer has also looked pretty cool, and these two are also not there in general either. But Spiritfarer was, I'm not really sure what to make of it, honestly. It seemed interesting. It seemed like it might be pretty fun. Looks like you're sort of kind of a ferry, a boat kind of ferrying spirits to a certain spot and kind of letting them go to kind of move on, sort of. But I don't really know about that one. It looks pretty cool, but we'll have to see. That is it. Looks like it pretty much. They have that deals of the week. Oh, they also did actually announce a Series 2 for the Xbox Elite wireless controller. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be 180 instead of the 150, but they do seem like they have some improvements on there. I do not actually have an Elite controller, so I'm not really sure how, like, all the customizations. I know it's a crazy amount of customizing you can do on it, so it's nice to see that they do have a little bit of a second series for that one and have some improvements over the first one. So they did actually talk about the Project Scarlet. They gave us a little bit more details, and they said it was coming holiday of next year. Seems pretty cool. They ended up talking about sort of the kind of less the loading times and whatnot they're going to have on there. So we'll see how it goes. It's also launching next year. Of course, like I said, it's launching next year in the holiday 2020, alongside Halo Infinite, of course. So there you go. And that's about it. That's all I'm going to have for today. Overall thoughts and impression, I liked it. It's definitely one of my favorite ones so far. So we'll see how they can kind of go from there with this little expanding upon what they actually had and everything. So that's pretty much it. It's like I say, it was one of my favorite ones. So definitely something I did like, something I enjoyed. It's between it and Nintendo, I'm not really sure, honestly. Nintendo had a really good showing, but I'll get to that in another little video. But that's all I'm going to have for today. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you do not, then that is perfectly fine. If you do enjoy this content and some other ones that I do end up putting up and have put up before, maybe subscribe. And I hope everybody has a blessed day, has a blessed evening, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.